Hi guys, bonjour, bonsoir. Welcome to my mommy's channel.
This will be a highly requested update on Zion's hair from day 1 to now, which is 4 years. And this video is long overdue because he reached 4 years in May, but here it is. And I hope you guys enjoy. And you may not be able to comment on this video due to the new YouTube policy about videos with children. And I'm not totally against that policy because people have commented some nasty, disgusting pedophilia like things under my children's videos, and then people have commented trying to parent my children who they don't take care of. So yes, I like the policy, but it's kind of bad because I like interacting with some of you guys. So I'll have a community section where you guys can comment on the video or his hair if you'd like to. So that was day 1. This is probably a few days later. The coils were not really holding up, so I decided to interlock his hair day 1. No, from day 1, but I didn't interlock past 3 months. His journey has come a long way. The routine has not changed so much, but it's kind of transformed with him as he grows, because obviously, as you guys will see in this video, he has grown. He's like a completely different person. He looks the same kind of, but he's a completely different person. So this was his first maintenance, first month. This is 3 months right here where I started to retwist and I let go of interlocking. And this is also when I first started doing 2-strand twists on him. And this, I believe, was 6 months. This was before a wash. His hair was doing really well. He still had a lot of loose hair that would not merge into the lock, but that is part of the process, especially if you are retwisting instead of interlocking. He was trying to shake his hair then. He still loves to shake his hair. This is 9 months. As you can see, there's a lot more maturity here. You can see where his locks are starting to get firm in some places. It's not just budding anymore. And the locks pretty much have formed from loose hair to the tip. And here I was still retwisting his hair with clips because it helped hold the hair down and it helped his retwist to come out a bit cleaner and neater. But once his hair got longer, I stopped using the clips because they were no longer necessary, as you guys will see as the video continues on. So this is a result of his 9-month retwist. And at this point, we were retwisting every month. And this is 1 year. At 1 year, as you can see, his hair is not fully mature. He still had some frizzies that I wrap around when I retwist. This is a little bit after 1 year. You can see his little attitude come in right about here. Right about here is where the attitude starts coming in because he's growing up a little bit more. And I believe this was around 1.5 years. And we also combed out 2 of his locks because Zion wanted to see what his hair looked like loose, and I'm that crazy mom who's gonna oblige and do it. And he thought that he would want his locks gone once he saw his hair loose, but he really didn't. But it was still cool to see how much length he retained within 1 year and some change. And then we added the coils back. And at one point I was using this shampoo for him because he has eczema. but it really dried out his hair, so I didn't continue using it. And this was his hairstyle when he was in my wedding. It's the same hairstyle I showed you guys on my husband when his hair was still pretty short. And this is his hair at 2 years. And this is where a lot of you guys met Zion. And this is probably one of his videos that was viewed the most, had the most comments, a lot of positive comments, and also had the most negative comments from trolls and people trying to parent and people just being plain out nasty. But yeah. So I usually do his hair in 2-strand twists, but sometimes I'll switch it up and do it going back. And this one was when I did it in chunky twists. I was still using hair lotion in his hair at this point. So that's what's on the white stuff on my hand. It's just hair lotion. I still never used gel on his hair from day one until now. His hair has never had gel, any holding product in it at all. So this is a little past 2 years, and I believe I was doing a straight back style here as well. I would say this is the point where his hair started thickening up even more, and I think that's attributed to not only spacing out retwists even further, but also him growing up and maturing, and the hair still maturing as well. And a lot of people think that when you say you're not retwisting, at least from what I've read on YouTube, is people think that you're just not washing your hair. You're like, okay, whatever I'm doing, I'm not doing anything to my locks, and that's not the case. Retwist is not mandatory for maintenance. A retwist is not your only option for maintenance. Maintenance can mean just washing your hair, doing some TLC, making sure you do a hot oil treatment, separating your parts. You don't have to retwist every month, and we got away from that as well. And some people do, some people want to, depending on your lifestyle. He's a child, and I let him pick when he wants to retwist. If I wash his hair and I'm like, hey, do you want to retwist? And he's like, no. And he said that for the past 3-4 months. I'm still not going to retwist, but I will separate his hair. So this is his hair present day at 4 years locked. And this is after a wash, which you saw. The clip before this was before a wash, so this is after a wash. And of course his hair has matted, so I'm going to show you guys how I separate his hair painlessly in a whole separate video, because it would make this video entirely too long. But he'll get these, and that is what makes it essential to separate when you wash your hair if you're not going to retwist. And as I said, his hair gets thicker just about every year. So if you look at his ends, they're much thinner. And then his roots get much, much thicker. And I still do not use any gel on his hair, any holding product. It's still just moisturizing and washing regularly. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Zion still loves shaking his hair regardless of what anybody thinks about it, because you know I've gotten comments about a boy shouldn't shake his hair. Okay, but he loves it. He loves his hair. Right, Zai?
Right.
Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for everyone who loves Zion's hair and have been asking for updates. Here it is. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next video. You want to say something?
Yes. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.